The main reasons for the problems in the 1930s are directly linked to the generation previous, the so-called Roaring Twenties. Although, we could blame this on the 1920s, or we could take it deeper and look at the overall problem for the whole time period of the 1920s and the 1930s. All the troublesome events in these two generations share a common connection. That connection is through the economy. To start, a catastrophic event directly related to the economy, the stock market crash in 1929. This was why we went through the Great Depression, which is part of the reason for almost all the problems we faced in the 1930s, including things such as the Dust Bowl, gangs and mobsters, and strikes from industrial laborers.
So what is the cause of the stock market crash? Well, to answer that question, we'll take a look at this chart that shows the stock prices for an industrial company from 1922 to 1932. It also shows how in 1929, the year of the crash, the prices are at its peak. Could the stock market crash be from stocks being high? It was only a small contributor. An economic history article about the reasons for the stock market crash states, and I quote, "The price increases were large, but not beyond comprehension. The market did not fall just because it was too high. As argued above, it is not obvious that it was too high. No matter what the cause, it was the economy that affected it, and it was the economy that was affected by it. With the Depression going on, money was certainly a most valuable thing. So much that crime rose to a high during the time period. Gangs and mobsters were wreaking havoc in cities like Chicago. All these things were related to the economy during the time. It was economy and wealth that caused these problems, and it was economy and wealth that was the main prevalent theme during the 1930s and 1920s.